Hey everybody, it's early in the morning and I kind of wanted to get a video in and touch bases with you. I haven't talked to you in a while. Oh, lots have changed. I've become an empty nester. So I've taken my son's room where I'm sitting right now and making it into my more office den craft area. It's also where I'll be doing my reviews and my chats unless I'm outside. So it's been busy. I've been redoing this entire room. Been working on the outside of the house. I cut down some brush and did some things like that. Burned it yesterday. But one of the most exciting things that happened this morning was that yesterday I went and had some more blood work done. And I know you remember me telling you that my cholesterol was up, and it really disappointed me, but I was killing some eggs. And plus a ton of coconut oil. I kind of overdid it. And see, with anything, there's always moderation. And you all know I do the keto diet, and I do intermittent fasting, which I think is pretty important. It really has changed my life. And so anyway, my cholesterol is kind of high. It wasn't real high. It was 209 about 3 months ago. And I don't eat a lot of red meat, but I eat some. And so I said two culprits, and I know everyone don't hate on me about the coconut oil, but what I'm saying is coconut oil is good for you in moderation. Everything in moderation. I was eating a lot of coconut oil. I mean, a lot. Like literally a tablespoon inside my pan with about 5 or 6 eggs every day. Every morning, that was my routine. That was my breakfast. So, moderation. So anyway, so it was 209, and my doctor said, hey, let's wait 3 months. Let's, test you again, do what you can. So I cut back on the eggs. I do egg whites in my salads. And I also, when I make eggs now, I don't do them every day. But when I make eggs, I do like 4 whites and 1 whole egg. And I've been kind of slacking and been using more of an olive oil instead of the coconut oil, just because I wanted to see where I would go. But I still cook with coconut oil. I wouldn't cook with anything else in my baking and things that I do. So anyway, yesterday I went, and I knew from last time that the results came back in less than 24 hours. So I'm like on the computer all last night, refresh, because I get my results online as well. And generally I get them before the doctor does. So I finally went to bed last night without any results, and this morning I got up and it was there. Deep breath. You gotta hope that what you're doing is working for you. And if you don't know what's going on inside, if you're not measuring, what do I want to say? You're not measuring your blood, you're not having things checked out, then you have no idea what you're doing. You have no idea what's working. You might feel good, because I pretty much have felt the same all the way through all of this. But anyway, my cholesterol levels and all of my lipid levels are amazing. When I started keto, because of my thyroid, my triglycerides, I think, if I remember right, were about 151, which is really high. And my cholesterols were pretty good. But then enter eggs and way too much coconut oil. And I kind of got off balance, but my triglycerides have been amazing. And I am very impressed. But here's the thing I want to tell you guys today. You have to check your levels. Do not enter into any program, anything on your own, without knowing what's going on inside here. And you're only going to be able to do that with blood work. And I get it. You don't want to go to the doctor, and you don't want to pay the copay, or you don't even want to pay for it. There are many organizations out there that you can do your own blood work. You're going to pay for it, but you can do your own. You can order your own. In the state of Missouri, that is one of the things you can do. I don't do that. I have a good doctor. She allows me to work on things, and we monitor things together. And I really, really like that. And I think because I've proven to her in the past that I am absolutely willing to work at making me better, that she allows me that opportunity to do it. So when my cholesterol was high, she didn't pop me on some pills. She didn't, like run me to the other, doctor and have stress tests and stuff like that. She gave me the opportunity to work on it. And I hope that you can talk your doctors into doing that, because doctors um, hmm, so soon now want to put you on meds. Um, I know a person who just went to a doctor, spoke to him for 15 minutes and walked out the door with Adderall. Um, I'm just not keen on that. I'm, I don't, I don't think 15 minutes is enough time to evaluate anyone, and I don't care how good you are, but that is our system nowadays. We answer our problems with medications, and that's the same thing even in health. Your blood pressure goes up, boom, a pill. Um, you're having a chronic cough, a pill. Oh, you have to do this. You have to do a Z-Pack. Oh, Z-Pack isn't working, so we're going to give you this. And, it just goes on and on and on. And I'm actually watching a documentary by, forgive me, I'll put it in the notes below. But it's about basically the forgotten medicines that in the beginning of time, herbs were all we used. And it talks about the three different areas of herbs, which are Chinese, um, North America, and India. There we go. And even though they're a little bit different, pretty much if you learn one of them, you can adapt to the other. So before prescriptions, there was medicine, there was herbs, and that is the true medicine. And when they talk about what we do as alternative medicine, it really isn't alternative at all. It's actually the original. It is the medicine. And I'm really learning a lot. I like it. I like to share with you the things that I learn. But anyway, if you're on a keto diet, if you're not, if you're suffering from any kind of a health thing and you're handling it yourself, I'm pleading with you, go to the doctor and get your blood work done. Know where you're at. Can't fix anything if you don't know where you're at. So get it done, take your results, and go online and find out what you need to do to better the result. Okay? For me, I started taking turmeric, and I am drinking turmeric ginger tea, but I like that anyway. I cut out a lot of the eggs. I went to more egg whites instead of egg yolks, and I cut back on my abuse of coconut oil. And it worked for me. So that's about it. You all know my thyroid story, and that was a longer journey, about 2 years, starting off with a 15-day juice fast, going keto, learning how to eat like totally different. So, yeah, it has been a journey, and it's not over yet. It never is over. Autoimmune is just like a rotating clock, and it just has a cycle of its own, and you just have to keep dealing with it and battling with it. I honestly believe that autoimmune disease will one day be recognized as a disease, and that we will get more respect, when we talk about it. It encompasses so many things, and I honestly am a firm believer that autoimmune was basically, I'm not going to say founded in, but definitely increased by glyphosate. No doubt in my mind. If you look at the rise in autoimmune instances and the rise in use of glyphosate, it's almost like they are twins. So, that being said, and always said, I just want to pass along the good news, and wanted to keep you updated on my life and what's going on. And you know what? Today I got a YouTube update, and I am so thankful for you guys. So many people have been viewing my videos, and not a lot of comments, but it shows me people reviewing them, which makes me feel good about that, and that I hope that I'm helping people. I'm not a doctor. I don't play one. I don't pretend to be. I'm just me. I'm me suffering with autoimmune. Well, I'm not even suffering. I'm living with autoimmune. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to tell you. Um, so when, how do I say this? When you start to heal your own body with herbs, it's not instant. It is not instant at all. It takes longer. And the reason it takes longer is that the herbs deal with the specific problem, but they deal with it in more of a subtle way. It's not drastic. When you take a prescription medication from a doctor, it's drastic. Man, that thing goes in and it just bombards the heck out of whatever is, ailing you. Um, I'm trying to think of something. I can't think of anything on top of my head. But anyway, it goes in there and it deals with it. But what happens with a prescription is there's so many side effects. I mean, you see the commercials on TV, and that's a whole other thing. Why do we need commercials to sell prescription drugs? It drives me nuts. Every time I see one, I'm like, why? Why do we have a commercial to sell a prescription drug? It's incredible to me. But anyway, um, it goes in and it deals with the problem, and it's like, oh, I'm going to attack the problem. Okay, sinus infection. Boom, we'll use that. So you have a sinus infection and you go to the doctor and they put you on this amazing med. You get it all the time. My favorite used to be Sudafed. Man, that thing would just clear me up. And if I, drank a soda, it would almost like kick it again, to where it would just like raise it back up a level. And then I stopped taking Sudafeds, started drinking more peppermint teas, things like that. But anyway, you have a sinus infection, you go to the doctor, and he gives you a whatever pill to use for it. And it goes in, and it's dramatic, and it's just like, whew, it's gone. My sinus infection is gone, and I can breathe, and I can feel better. Oh, but I have a headache. Where'd this headache come from? Oh, man, my mouth is really dry. I can't get any saliva in there, I'm so tired. Oh, yeah, side effects, okay? And I'm not saying herbal medicine does not have side effects, but not to the extent the prescription drug has. So here's the difference, okay? Same sinus infection, same person. They start drinking an herbal tea. Maybe I like ginger, maybe some mint. Trying to think what else might work on top of my head. But anyway, when you're drinking it, it starts to open up the membranes and you start to breathe better. But it's not like dramatic. It doesn't happen overnight. And it just takes its time and it heals you. It takes care of the entire problem, not just zapping the heck out of your, sinus cavities. There's no headaches. There's no dry mouth. You feel energized because the peppermint and the ginger are already giving you more energy and they're opening up your sinus membranes and you can breathe again. And it's healthy for you. All right. But it doesn't happen overnight. It might take 4 or 5 days, but it's better for you in the long, long run down the road. So anyway, that's just what I wanted to say. I wanted to tell you about my results. I wanted to talk to you about herbal medicines and prescription medicines. I want to encourage you to get your blood work done, see your levels, find out where you're at, know you, okay? There's some guys at work that do keto, and we all do it differently. In fact, the other day, a company came in and they brought in pasta and stuff for us to eat, and I ate some of it because I knew they were coming in. So 3 days prior, I kind of prepped my body. I haven't had white pasta in so long, and I'm not gonna lie, it tasted good. But my body reacted to it. My stomach kind of bloated and it didn't really set well. It wasn't horrible, but I just kind of knew, yeah, I hope I enjoyed it because I probably won't be doing that again for a long time. So that's it. And pretty soon I'll be showing you my office here. and it's coming along. I'm redoing the entire house room at a time and working on the outside. I've got a lot of, I was going to use mulch, but I'm not going to do that now. So anyway, thanks for caring. Thanks for caring about my life and what's going on with me. Thanks for listening. Thanks for making you better and healthier. And if I've helped you, let me know. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the views. I appreciate you guys supporting me through all of this. And I'll be doing some more updates here in a little bit. So you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.